otra de las cosas que hacer.
De la hormiga es con alas. Después sueltan las alas y se hacen...
Alright, so this is the structure, the base of the structure of the solar panels that we're going to be using. So it goes like this, perpendicular to the panel is going to lay like this, perpendicular to this line. And now we need to mark the first line. So what we're going to do is, we know this line is at 79 centimeters from the parapet. And then we're gonna go to the other side, mark 79 centimeters and do a chalk line. And here 79 as well, 79.1, but
¡Mi caballo!
¿Dónde está tu caballo?
Yo todavía no se ve.
What do you see there?
Mi caballo.
And there?
And a skateboard.
And a horse. Skateball and a horse. Soon to Modern House Cabin.
Cuando me diga.
Espera.
¿Qué?
Cárgatela bronceándome. Alright, this is a new tool that I have been testing lately that I think many of you guys that are building and renovating will appreciate very much. One thing that happens all the time on a building site, especially when you are working alone, is trying to get an accurate measurement with just a regular tape. If you need to measure a long wall or something, you know, that is overhead, you will be fighting the tape the whole time. And also if it's a very long measurement, you need a very long measuring tape. It's not very accurate. That is why a laser distance meter becomes almost a must once you start doing a lot of construction or renovation work. I have been wanting one for years and finally got myself this Miles CS50 green laser distance meter. You probably noticed that the typical red beam lasers can be hard to see outdoors. You can see the green laser during daylight. That's a big difference compared to the red one. Today, for example, is cloudy. It's not even sunny. On a sunny day, the difference is even bigger. This is a very high-end red laser and you can barely see it here. And now if you compare it to a green laser, and now the red one, you cannot see it, man. The S50 uses a green laser, which is much brighter and easier to see. It is visible up to 50 meters outdoors, and I tested it here on the exterior of the house in full daylight, and you can actually see the point very clearly, and that makes measuring exterior walls, distances or layout work outside much easier. 17 meters. Accuracy is also really solid. It's rated at plus or minus 1/16 of an inch, and I tried it in a few real situations around the build, during a rainy day, on reflective glass, and even at night, and the measurements stay consistent. One feature that I found really useful is the P2P measurement mode. So imagine that I'm here and I want to know the height of the whole wall, but I cannot access there. So it would be just select the top and then measure the bottom, and it tells you the height. The display is a large IPS screen. You can switch between black and white modes depending on the lighting. It charges with an USB-C port and can also support replaceable batteries. Normally the S50 is priced at $129 US, but right now it's on offer at around $100, which is actually a pretty good deal for a tool that you will use pretty much every day. So if you're doing construction, renovations, or serious do-it-yourself projects, this is one of those tools that will make measuring much easier, faster, and much more accurate. If you wanted to check it out, I will leave a link in the description below. I made a sample the other day with this one, gluing it with the same glue, and as you can see, this is like welded together, and that way I don't have to weld this section because it's very complicated. I mean, I did weld some of them. That one is welded, but it's hard and I don't want to damage this membrane, so I rather glue it. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna glue. Alright, so today is Sunday and I'm taking the day slowly. But today I wanted to actually prepare tomorrow's work, and we are ready to start lifting all the solar panels to the roof. And as you can see, the roof is very high, like around 4.5 meters or so. It's huge, man. And the panels are around 28 kilograms, 28, 30, I don't remember exactly, but and they're 2 meters long by 1 meter 15 wide. So I cannot just grab one panel and go up, you know, because first of all, there is a lot of wind here. Not today, of course. Today I'm not lifting the panels, so today we don't have wind. But I'm sure that tomorrow when we start working, we will have a lot of wind. So I cannot just come here and lift a 28 kilograms panel with one hand and go up, because it's huge. And the moment that the wind catches the panel, I mean, it's gonna be a mess. And I would like to avoid any crazy scenes in this part of the video. Please, I don't want any drama. So I'm gonna make a panel lift. Alright, so here is the structure I decided to use for the solar panels. Basically they go connected to the bases that I installed on the roof, and this goes in the front, you know, it's a smaller one. This goes in the back. That way we make the panel tilting at 10 degrees. They have these clamps that connect the panel like this. You just screw it and they connect to the panel. And then they also have this screw here, this bolt, and then you put it, you set it, you screw it, and that's it. That's the idea now, to install these guys and bring the panels to the roof. This is the plan I drew for the solar panels. Let me change the camera. The company that provides the structure also drew a plan that you know, it wasn't really connected to the architecture or the design that I wanted, so I redrew the plan, and these are all my dimensions and everything nicely. And just trying to explain, this guy, the small one, will go on top of this first line. These rectangles here are the ones that I installed on the roof, and so this guy goes right in the middle of each panel, you know, in between two panels. We put this one, the small one, with this open clamp that can clamp both panels, and then this small one that is like this will be, oh no, it will be like so to close the panel. It will be the first one over here, in the first one at the low side of the panel, and then we will have the big ones like so, will be these guys. And right now, as I said probably in the voiceover, we're gonna focus on the first array, which is gonna be 15 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this first section, that's what I have welded. I also have welded this section here, but I stopped before starting with the second array, which will be another 15 panels over here, and then we have another 6 facing west. But by the way, this is facing south, and then we will have 6 panels facing west, so we can get the light, the sun at the end of the day during summer for the ACs and things like that until, you know, until 9 p.m. or so. But anyways, the idea is to install the first array of 15 panels now, which is a lot of power because each panel is 440 watts by 15. I don't know, do the math, I'm gonna put it here, but it's like 3 or 4 times what we have in the cabin already. So that way we can, you know, install those panels. If I receive the material that I need to finish the house so we can move in, then, you know, I have already electricity with 15 panels. I can live very comfortably with 15 panels. The idea to have 36 is to have a luxurious life, disconnected from everything outside, you know, no generator, not anything, because that's my main goal, just to have electricity from the sun. And, you know, I will have a backup generator just in case, because you never know, but the idea is to not ever have to turn the generator on. Now I know that this guy has to be right in the middle of the base, and it measures 10 centimeters. The base has 60, so 60 minus 10 is 50, so it needs to be 25 from each end. I just received a call right now from Endesa, which is like Spanish Portuguese company, electrical company, and I kind of said to her that we don't need it. We don't need their electricity, man. This is not impact, this is already the drill, and that's the clutch. I put it to 20 newtons. I think that's more than enough, but I'm gonna double check anyways.
tener el panel aquí, yo baja esto.
Alright, so we have put a 16 kilograms kettlebell there. Let's see if we are lucky and we can do this. Now I need to try to get to the ladder, not too sure how.
Esto va smooth. Smooth por ahora.
Lentito, lentito, lentito.
Sí. Vale. Ahora a mano. 1, 2, 3.
Vamos, vamos. Vamos lento. O sea, que ha cogido ahí. Medio metro. 10 centímetros. Lo tengo aquí. Ya lo tengo ya aquí. Vamos para adentro. Espera. Déjame ayudarte. Vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Arriba.
Ten cuidado, que a ver si se te cae.
Sí.
Un poquito. ¿No baja o qué? Ah, vale. Alright,
No sé si...
first one is up. Yo no le he visto nada, vamos.
Solo sabrás rozar en el último momento cuando tú lo has encontrado.
Yo he tocado... todo lo que pueda.
¡Momento!
Ahí estamos. Ahí estamos.
Un poco todo.
No, hay paneles que son la mitad de este. Venga.
No, ahora mismo...
¿Te ayudo? Apoyarlo aquí en este. Vamos a apoyarlo en este canto ya. No, en el otro. Dijo esto. Ahí está.
Por el lado corto.
Sí, por ahí. Y vete tú para allá. Sin... Simplemente apoyar. ¿Se aguanta?
¿Sí?
¿Dónde? Y ahora vamos por abajo para que esté alineado.
Que pensaba que se ponían así. Sí, ya ves que eso es inevitable. Es que el panel está selladísimo. ¿Está enganchado? Gracias.